Form of Speech by Bruns. Every year, millions of car accidents occur. According to Harvard University, 20% of these car crashes are due to a sleepy driver. People are not aware of the requirements our body needs, such as sleep. So what is sleep exactly? According to the World Book Encyclopedia, sleep is a state during which people are unaware of their surroundings. The body's muscles are relaxed, the heartbeat is slow, and breathing becomes slow and steady. Getting a good night's sleep is crucial for our well-being, and not getting adequate sleep regularly can have serious consequences. Scientists have developed several theories of why the body needs sleep. According to Harvard University, one of these theories is to rejuvenate the major body functions, such as muscle growth, tissue repair, protein synthesis, and growth hormone release. This theory is supported by an animal and human study. This study found that animals that were deprived of sleep died within a matter of weeks. This was due to a loss of immune function. Another theory that Harvard University came up with is the theory of conservation of energy. When the body is sleeping, the body reduces energy metabolism. The body temperature and caloric demand decreases, and the body is able to conserve energy. From these theories and recent studies, scientists have gained better knowledge of sleep, including the severe consequences of not getting enough sleep. Learning performance can be affected by sleep deprivation. According to Harvard University, when an individual is not receiving enough sleep, the neurons become overworked. The individual struggles coordinating information and cannot access previous information learned. Judgment can also be impaired due to lack of sleep. According to Harvard University, an individual cannot accurately perceive and respond to certain situations. Einstein writes, in improving sleep, that hand-eye coordination and reaction time can be impaired just as if intoxicated. When an individual is awake for 24 hours, they have similar effects as having a blood alcohol content of 0.10. Physical performance can also be affected from lack of sleep. Einstein writes that headaches and sore joints and stomach problems can be a result of lack of sleep. Harvard University writes that this is because the neuron response becomes slow. The muscles are not well rested, the body systems are not in sync, and the individual is more prone to injuries, and accidents are more likely to occur. Mood can also be affected from sleep deprivation. When an individual's amount of sleep decreases, their stress level increases. This is because of the increase of cortisol. Cortisol is also called the stress hormone. An individual becomes sad, angry, mentally exhausted, and shows less optimism and sociability. Medical problems can also be a result of sleep deprivation. When an individual is not receiving enough sleep, they process glucose slower than what they normally should, resulting in diabetes and higher blood pressure. This increases the risk for cardiovascular disease and stroke. Obesity is another effect of sleep deprivation. When an individual is receiving 6 hours of sleep or less per night, they are more likely to have a higher body mass index. This is because the changes in hormone levels of sleep. When an individual is receiving poor sleep, the body secretes more insulin. Insulin is a hormone that promotes fat storage. Little sleep also lowers leptin levels. Leptin is a hormone that tells the brain we are full. Little sleep also increases the level of ghrelin. Ghrelin is a biochemical that triggers appetite and food cravings. Life expectancy can also be affected from sleep deprivation. Studies have found that men who got less than 4 hours of sleep shorten their life expectancy by 6 years than those who get 6 to 7 hours, according to Einstein. Since there are serious consequences when being deprived of sleep, having adequate sleep can be very beneficial. Learning and memory can be benefited from a good night's sleep. According to Harvard University, when an individual is more capable of remembering new information when having a good night's sleep the night before and after learning that new information. The body's immune system can also be benefited from a good night's sleep. According to Harvard University, those who sleep more when having an infection are more capable of fighting off those infections than those who sleep less. And though more research is required, it is likely that making a habit of adequate sleep can reduce the risk of diseases. Today, scientists are much more knowledgeable about the importance of sleep, making it easier to identify the mistakes that happen due to sleep deprivation. In this past year alone, Harvard University found that 1/3 of the population have admitted of falling asleep at the wheel. Car accidents are not the only accidents that can be prevented from the sleep. The rate of medical errors due to lack of sleep are rising. Some doctors are expected to work 24 to 36-hour shifts without a break. These medical errors can be reduced if these shifts were limited to only 16 hours. There are several theories of why the body needs sleep. So when the body is not receiving enough sleep, it is unable to rejuvenate our major body functions and conserve energy, resulting in serious consequences. However, when the individual is receiving adequate sleep regularly, they can live a healthier and even possibly a longer life. Getting a good night's sleep is crucial for our well-being, and getting adequate sleep regularly not getting adequate sleep regularly can cause serious consequences.